For visual acuity testing, you're always going to start at 4 meters. You're going to make sure that the refraction is properly placed in the trial frame with the highest powered lens closest to the eye and the cylindrical refraction in the front well of the trial frame. You're going to make sure that the patient is properly occluded with an iPad taped to the eye as well as a black occluding lens on the trial frame. You can also insert a napkin to ensure that they are not cheating out of the other eye so that when they are eccentrically fixating to look at the chart, they're not using any other part besides that eye. So for visual acuity testing, you're always going to use chart 1 for the right eye, chart 2 for the left eye, starting at 4 meters. However, if the patient sees less than 20 letters, you're going to retest the visual acuity at 1 meter by placing a +75 lens in the trial frame and remeasuring with the wooden stick that it is indeed at 1 meter. And you have to ensure that the patient is not leaning forward during that visual acuity test, as the tendency is quite high when the chart is so close. So you're going to have the patient read one letter at a time slowly, trying to avoid pointing at the chart or calling out the letters. If the patient loses his or her place, you can use a white piece of paper to show them where they left off, but you must remove the paper before they start calling out the letters again. You're going to go ahead and circle the letters that they call out one at a time on the worksheet, and for every letter that they call out correctly, you're going to go ahead and circle it on the worksheet. For every letter that they miss or is incorrect, you're going to go ahead and just leave it blank. X's and check marks are not recommended on the worksheet. If the patient decides to go back and reread a letter and he has not read the next letter yet, that change can be accepted. However, if they have read that letter and they started to read the next letter and they go back and fix that mistake, that change cannot be accepted. Go ahead and refer back to your visual acuity specifications for more information and more specifics on how to carry out the visual acuity protocol. I'm now going to go ahead and demonstrate this test for you. So I'm now going to go ahead and start the BCVA test. Can you please read the letters slowly, one at a time? They are all letters, there are no numbers, and you can take as many guesses as you'd like, and you can turn your head any way to be able to see the chart as best as you can. Go ahead and start.
NCKZO RHSDK DOVHR CZRHS ON QNHRC DKSNV ZSOKN CKDNR CNZKO.
Anything below that? Any guesses?
HZOVO.
And any guesses below that?
No.
You're seeing very well. Can you try turning your head left or right to see if that might help? Any guesses at all?
No.
Maybe one letter?
No.
And so you did very well. We're now done with the best corrected visual acuity portion of the exam.